Hello CIS scholars. So scholars, I hope that all of you are regularly watching my videos. Yes. So now we have completed this chapter 10, but there is a small topic which is left, that is the rise of nationalism. So let's see what we have in this video. So students, till now we have completed all the things which are given in this chapter. So let's revise first what we have studied till now. So we have seen that in our country many European trading company came to carry out trade with the Indian rulers, right? So who all were the European trading companies? One is Portuguese, Dutch, French, and at last the English East India Company, right? Now the English East India Company, that was very powerful, who came initially for trading only, but later on what they did, they began to gain control over Indian territories. Okay, now how they gain control over the Indian territories? They adopt two things. One is they fought many battles also, so they go for war, and secondly through their policies. Fine. Now after the battle of Palasi and Buxar, so they fought two battles which was very important in our history. Fine. That is, one is the battle of Palasi, other is the battle of Buxar. So after the battle of Palasi and Buxar, the English East India Company took complete control over Bengal. Fine. Now what happened after that? In 1857, major revolt took place in Indian subcontinent in which many people participated. However, the British succeeded in suppressing the revolt. So there was a major revolt that was occur in 1857, where many of the farmers, soldiers, and Indian rulers, they all came together, and they fought against the Britishers, right? But Britishers, they got success in this revolt also. They tried to suppress the revolt, and they got success also. Now, the revolt of 1857 was very important. Why it was important? Because it brought the continent, the Indian subcontinent, under the direct control of the Queen of England, Queen Victoria. Okay, and it through this revolt only, it gave the rise of feeling of nationalism among the people of India. Right. So in this video, we are going to talk about a very small topic, that is a nationalism. Fine. So let's understand first what exactly this term nationalism is. So the rise of nationalism. What is nationalism? Nationalism means the desire by a group of people to form an independent country. Fine. Now what happened when after the revolt of 1857, the people of India, they realized that they all must come together to fight their common enemy. And who was the common enemy? The Britishers. Okay, so all the people belonging from different region, different religions, they came together. Fine. And they fight against the Britishers. Fine. Now, in 1885, a group of like-minded Indians, they came together to form a political organization called the Indian National Congress. Very important thing. When Indian National Congress was formed in 1885 first, okay, which was regarded as the first all India group. Fine. Now what this Indian National Congress they did? What they did? They demanded mainly for two things. What are the two things? First is the taxes which was collected from the farmer be reduced, and secondly, the Indians should be included in government and in government offices. So these were the two main demands from Indian National Congress. Okay. uh, by the Indian National Congress to the Britishers. Okay. Now this was also give the beginning of freedom movement in India. Fine. Now in the next chapter we will read more about this freedom movement. So this is all about this chapter 10, the coming of the Europeans. Now let's see what are the question answers. Fine. So in your textbook, short answer questions are given. So I have solve two for you. Now the question second is, who was Sirajuddaulah? Sirajuddaulah was the Nawab of Bengal before the British rule. Now it is very important, before the British rule. And who was the Nawab of Bengal after the British rule? The answer is Mir Jafar. Okay. Now third is question third, list the method used by British to expand their control in India. So the answer is, I think all of you know this answer, that the British used the method of war to bring more territories under their control, and the British also used other policies to expand their authorities. And what are these policies? These policies were the subsidiary alliance and the doctrine of lapse. Okay, that we have studied. Fine. Now let's see the long answer question. So we have four long answer questions. Out of this, I have solved one for you that is quite difficult. That question number 4 is, imagine that the battle of Palasi and Buxar had not been fought. Do you think it would have changed the history of India? If yes, so then give reason for your answer. So this answer is yes. If the Battle of Palasi and Buxar had not been fought, then the history of India would have been slightly different. How it is different? The British would not have gained complete control over Bengal. That was the first reason. Second, the Indian rulers would have been free to rule over their own states. Okay. Now third is Sirajuddaulah, who have continued to be rightful ruler of the Bengal. So if the battle had not been fought, then Sirajuddaulah continued with their ruler. Okay. Now, next is the British would not have been able to expand their authority over India so easily. So these are all the reasons that if the battle had not been fought, then what all would be the changes. Okay. I hope students that through this video you get a clear understanding of nationalism, and few answers are also being solved. So what is your task? Is your task, what you have to do, you have to write hard words and question answers in your notebook. Okay, so I'm sending the notes, so you can just write it down all, and in the next video I'm going to start the next chapter. By this time, stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy the video. Thank you.